If you ever find a tape recorder on your doorstep, do not press play. I know you think you wouldn't. You'd throw it away, call the police, ignore it. But 3 weeks ago, a man named Daniel Thompson did exactly what you think you would never do. He pressed play, and he never finished listening. Tonight, I'm going to tell you why, and when I'm done, you will start checking your own door every single night. It happened at 3:12 a.m. Daniel lived alone in a quiet neighborhood. No parties, no loud music, no drama. Just a normal, tired man trying to survive another work week. He woke up to a single sound. Knock, not on the door, on the glass. One slow, deliberate knock on his front window. When he looked outside, there was no one there. Just the empty street and the cold orange light of a flickering street lamp. But on the doorstep, he saw it. A small, unmarked package. No sender, no address. Just his name, written in shaky black ink. Daniel. Inside the package was a tape recorder. Old, scratched, heavy. The kind of device that shouldn't exist in 2026. And taped on top of it, there was a note. 4 words, handwritten. Listen alone, 3:12 a.m. Daniel checked the clock. It was exactly 3:12. He laughed to himself. Someone's got a dark sense of humor. But even as he said it, his hands were trembling when he pressed play. At first, there was only static, hissing, low, familiar. Then a click, and a woman's whisper, "Don't look behind you." Daniel froze. Every horror movie he had ever watched flashed through his mind, but the room behind him was empty. The whisper came again. "Don't look behind you. This is not a warning for you. This is a warning from you." Daniel frowned. What kind of prank is this? Then, the voice on the tape changed. The whispers got deeper, slower. And then, it sounded exactly like him, his own voice. "If you're hearing this, you don't have much time." Daniel paused the tape. The room felt wrong. The shadows were a little too dark. The air was a little too heavy. He looked at the clock. 3:12 a.m. But the second hand wasn't moving. He tapped the glass. Nothing. The clock had frozen at the exact moment the tape started. When he pressed play again, the voice on the tape continued, perfectly in sync with his thoughts. "Right now, you're looking at the clock. You're wondering why it stopped. Don't bother. It's not broken. Time just doesn't move the same way after you press play." Daniel's heart started racing. "This isn't funny," he muttered. But the voice answered him. "I know you think this isn't funny. I remember saying that. I remember standing exactly where you're standing." Daniel looked around the room, searching for a hidden camera, a speaker, anything. Nothing. Just his small living room, his old TV, his reflection in the dark window. Only, his reflection wasn't moving right. When he lifted his hand, the reflection lifted its hand a fraction of a second later. A glitch, a delay. His own face, lagging behind his real body. "Do not look at the window," the voice said. Daniel looked anyway. Of course he did. And in the reflection, just for a moment, he saw someone standing behind him. A dark shape, too tall, too thin, with no face. When he spun around, no one was there. The room was empty. The tape kept playing. "You saw it, didn't you?" the voice asked. "Good. That means we're at the same point. The point where you still think, you can stop this." Daniel slammed the stop button. It didn't work. He pressed it again, harder. Nothing. The tape kept spinning. His own voice kept talking. "You're trying to stop the tape. I tried that too. None of it matters. Once the message starts, it has to finish. One way or another." Daniel grabbed the recorder to rip the batteries out, but when he opened the back, there were no batteries. The recorder was running on nothing. The voice grew quieter. "Listen to me. I don't have much time this time. The first time, I didn't understand. This time, I do. When this tape ends, I disappear. And when you listen to it, you take my place." Daniel shook his head. This is a sick joke. Who's doing this? The voice didn't answer. Instead, it began to describe things it shouldn't know. Tomorrow, your boss will call you at 9:47 a.m. You won't answer. At 11:22 a.m., your neighbor will knock on your door. You won't open. At 3:12 a.m. tomorrow, no one will be able to reach you because there will be nothing left to reach. Static roared through the speakers for a moment, then cleared. Listen carefully, the voice continued. Right now, you still exist, but only because I'm still talking. When I stop, you start to fade. That's how the tape works. That's how it always worked. Daniel tried to pull the tape out by force. The plastic case wouldn't open. His fingers started to bleed as he clawed at it. The voice on the recorder sounded tired now, broken.